I'm Ann Whiteside.
My name is Richard Rogers.
My name is Ines Alduendo.
My name is Deb Morley.
And I'm working on the FACADE2 project.
Architectural practices and those of its allied design disciplines actually underwent radical change during the 1990s. So what happened is that architectural firms started working worldwide and producing incredible amounts of drawings for their projects.
Some projects have maybe 5,000 files. We've had projects with as many as 80,000 files. So we're talking very large numbers of files that need to be processed.
And the problem is that we don't know how to capture, describe, and preserve that amount of drawings.
There are many areas in which we as librarians and archivists have deep concern about digitally created files that, as software applications evolve, are at risk for our ability to even access that data into the future.
For many years it was said that one should put the drawings in paper, print them out and leave them in paper. We're at a stage where technology is here to stay, and we have to work with that and think about how we're going to preserve it in its original form.
There's been very little work done in this area of preserving the actual 3D models or the CAD files. Architectural firms, are keeping a lot of things in a way that may be thought of as an archive, but not organized or selected or curated in the way in which an archivist would handle that.
We ended up getting raw dumps from architectural firms, which included tens of thousands of files, and it very quickly became clear that that there was high value in all the files.
The value of the CAD files is the original intent behind the files, and the original design is shown through the geometries and the other aspects of the CAD files. Saving them as PDF doesn't really preserve the record as a whole architectural record.
And so to be able to have a tool, a process, a program where we're systematically selecting and processing these files in a way that we could preserve them long-term and access that information long-term is really the goal and is a sweet spot for libraries.
So the Curator's Workbench was really built to help automate in some ways the processing of many, many files at once.
Broadly, it's an ingest tool where you can take sort of unorganized and undescribed content and progressively describe it for purposes of putting it in an archive. A user would scan through these large sets of files, identify particular ones of interest, and then can either attach specific terms from an ontology. This file is either is a roof section of a building, or it's involved in a particular temporal phase. So you add these descriptive fields to it. Or you can also take individual files and create, in the case of CAD files, create derivatives that are friendlier for preservation.
Part of our goal in collaborating with MIT is, can we do it across two institutions? If we can create a proof of concept across two institutions, then we'll be farther along in the idea of sharing tools out beyond one institution or two institutions.